Hello, Perry teachers. Let's get ready for Camp Eagle. Your Camp Eagle team has been hard at work getting all the content together that you are going to need for the first 2 days of remote learning with students. I'm going to show you how to get it into your Canvas course. So I am on my dashboard. First thing we're going to do is scroll down to your sandbox. Now, we do not want to import this directly into your classes, because if the district pushes content into your courses, it could potentially overwrite it, and then anything that you've created in your courses would be gone. So best practice is if you have content you are creating personally, make it in your sandbox, and then you will add it to your other courses. To do that, you would actually use this import existing content button in those other courses. We can discuss that later though. So for now, we're going to go to import from Commons. Now in Commons, you have this nifty search bar, and we have very aptly tagged this as DeWitt Perry or as Camp Eagle. Either tag will work to search for this. This is titled Draft. The one that you will import is going to be the final version. This is just so I can get this video done for y'all. Select that draft. Scoot over here to import/download. And again, I know it's tempting to put these in 3rd through 7th period for me into my 4 courses, but please put it in your sandbox. That way you can personalize it as necessary before you put it into any other courses. And again, you have this saved in your sandbox. So we will import. The import process has started. It says it may take a little while. Now, the more people that are downloading files, the longer it will take. Also, the larger the file is, means it will take longer. So we've started this. We don't need to search for anything else right now. We can go back to the dashboard. Hopefully, as more teachers create more modules, they can be shared to the Commons, and we can actually keep it private to within CFB. So we don't have to worry about the world seeing our content. Now, again, we did this in Sandbox, so we need to scroll all the way back down. Click on Sandbox. Now, what you imported was a module. So this is taking me to my home page, but I need to go to modules. Now, this was content I already had prior to this. Evidently, I need to update the whole Make Your Day thing. But if I scroll down, I have Camp Eagle Draft. Perfect. This is what I need. We have day 1, period 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And then it continues to day 2, same thing. Now, some of these have content. Some are missing content. Again, this is the draft. Yours should have content in all of these. Now, one thing that you will need to do is I'm going to need you to add an assignment. Okay? It's going to be a new assignment. I'm going to name it Check-In. So again, new content gets added at the bottom. Now I'm going to pop this up to the top just for ease of access. Well, I didn't mean that top. So drag it here into day 1. Now I want this check-in to be after all of the information we share in first period. So I'm going to put it under first period. Now I need to add actual content in this assignment. Oh, no content. How sad. So what I want to do here is I'm going to edit. Okay, so I have my title here for check-in. What I need to do is put directions, the actual assignment, whatever it is that I need for students to do here in this larger box. So for this, what we want students to do is something super simple, basically like what Adam's had us do so far this week, a forms check-in. So I'm going to provide directions and then add a link. Okay, So please complete this Google form to check in before you leave class today. Great. We need the form. So I'm going to highlight the words Google form because I'm just going to embed a link. I'm going to snag my exit ticket that is automatically collecting email addresses for CFB. They're going to put in first and last name, one thing they learned in class, one thing that would make class more effective. Great. So to grab that link, I'll click send, link. I'm going to shorten it, doesn't really matter, and then copy. I've copied the link. I'm going to go back to my class here. Now you can use this drop down for external links, or you can also highlight your text and use Control K, and that will open up the link window. Paste your URL, click done. There is your link that students will click on to complete that task. There's no submission required on this. This typically defaults to online and gives you options. For this purpose, that they're completing this outside of Canvas, so there's no submission with this. Click Save. And now our check-in is complete. We can go back to our module. So scroll back down. Check-in is right there. And again, if you click on it, it should open the actual assignment. Now, for me, I have classes on my roster right now for third, fourth, fifth, and seventh. So I could actually just drop this down into third period and then do this again for fourth, fifth, and seventh period, and then I'm good. Now, since I've already made it here, I can duplicate this, handy dandy, rename it, by going into it and editing. And maybe I wanted that first one to be check-in 3 for third period. So maybe this one should be check-in 4 for fourth period. I like that better. Save it. And then again, go back to modules. Now I'm going to move this to under fourth period, so it's in the proper location. And again, do this for all of your classes. And then after you get these made for all your classes, that's when you're going to want to copy this into your other courses. Now I'm going to go back to my dashboard. This is where I'm now going to import this content into my classes. Okay, so this is my third period science class. Everything's loaded. I now want to import existing content. I'm going to select that I'm copying a Canvas course, uncheck completed courses. I'm going to select my sandbox, specific content, import. I need to select my content. So I'm going to select this arrow next to modules. I want Camp Eagle draft. I want it all. I don't just want the forms assignment I created. I want the whole Camp Eagle draft because I already put that forms assignment in that module. I'm going to select the content. It's queued up. So now to check, we're going to go back to third period science out of the import content section. So again, we imported a module. Okay, in our modules here, any newly imported content should be way at the bottom. Camp Eagle draft. Perfect. So now to move all this up to the top without having to drag it and move it a bit at a time, we can do move module. And we're going to put this at the top. Scroll all the way up. Perfect. Our Camp Eagle draft is here. This is third period, so I would only want to publish my third period content. And that is it. If you want, you can go ahead and publish your third period content for day 2, but that may confuse students. So I would recommend just publishing day 1, and then on day 2, you go in and turn on your third period content. I know this is a lot. Please ask for help. There are several of us that are more than willing to help with anything that you need. If we are not able to help, we can direct you elsewhere. Have a great rest of your Thursday, a wonderful Friday, and a great weekend. And we've got this.